Hey, it is good to be here at Macau. So let me tell you a little bit about Macau, the city. So Macau is the gambling capital of the world. Gambling generates 50% of the entire revenue generated for all of the city of Macau. It is 4 times the size of Las Vegas's gambling economy, which is crazy because Las Vegas is huge. But the reason I bring this up, the reason I bring up gambling, is because this track, every single corner, is also a gamble. It is a gamble of how close to that wall are you willing to get. Because if you get too close, well, you're into the wall. But you have to be as close as you can to those walls, going 100 miles or more in order to be competitive. And so the more competitive you are, the closer you are to that wall. It'll be a very, very interesting race day. I think we're going to see some exciting racing, and I will be surprised if we don't come out of this with at least a crash or two. On steroids is an excellent way to put it. It's fast, it's tight, it's twisty, and it's a gamble. So some interesting parts of this circuit to watch are going to be what we're going to come up with, going to come up to as this driver on stream is going to get to here, Lisboa. That is the primary passing area. And then we're going into pretty much the tightest, twistiest bits, which make up the majority of the circuit. We're going to go up through Francisco Hill here, come around to Maternity Bend, and it just gets tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, and we eventually come up to Melco Hairpin, which I'll point out in a second when we get to it. But it gets down to 7 meters wide. That's only 23 feet for you Americans. And then we come out to Black Sands, Fisherman's Bend, R Bend, Reservoir Bend, Mandarin Bend, and this massive straight where you can get up to 150 miles an hour or more in these cars. It's going to be very, very interesting to watch that hairpin because that and Lisboa, which we covered earlier, are your two primary passing points. And most of the rest of it is just follow the leader. Anything else in these tight, twisty bits is a serious gamble. Here we are getting down really, really narrow. This is Melco. Look at how tight that is. That is crazy. But even just the width is nuts, yeah. and you're coming in and slowing down for Lisboa here, it's going to be an interesting spot to watch during the race because a lot of passing goes on. Another interesting thing about this track, insert a little bit of trivia. When was this track? You can guess the decade or you can go for the year. When was this track created? Close. It was created in 1954 as a treasure hunt. So the route was created as this automotive treasure hunt where they went and looked around and picked things up, and then some auto clubs got involved and they turned it into a proper racing event. And so in 1957, we got the layout that we know today. And it has not changed hardly any, save for additional safety features since. The general layout has not changed at all since 1957. And back in 1957, 1960s, the cars were a lot smaller back then. They were racing Mini Coopers through here. They were racing, you know, early open wheeler cars, you know, in the 60s and 50s. These cars are a lot bigger than those cars were. So these cars have a lot tighter a time dealing with it. Oh, we just saw a hit there. We just saw a little bit of hit from Husky on I think that was Fisherman's Bend. I don't know if that's going to create a whole lot of damage. It looked to me like a little bit of a light tap, but that was definitely a slight hit. I think we're going to see more of those throughout the race. Quite possibly. So our best lap so far was set not too long ago by Whitey51. It's a 2:16.121. That is, I cannot tell you, that is blisteringly quick in these cars. This is the practice session. We have about 30 minutes left. So this is a good time. Cook your popcorn. Go get your beef jerky, because it's going to be quite the nail biter. I can guarantee it. We hope you can forgive us. But one thing it will not impact is the racing. The racing is going to be excellent, barring any visual glitches we have. What's your frame rate set to on the stream in OBS? Because I'm looking at this and it looks to be about 15 frames per second. Yes. Thank you guys for notifying of it, we will address that and get back to you shortly. But, oh, interesting. In OBS, how about YouTube? Is there a frame rate setting for that? Well, it might just have to be one of those visual bugs that we deal with at the moment. But long term, we'll work on sorting that out for you guys. I'm going to do a bit of math for you guys. So I'm doing a bit of math for you guys, and I'm going to calculate for you the average speed. I am not great at math, and so I'm going to do my best, but bear with me. Here we are. So we're navigating this with an average speed per lap, because it is a 3.8 mile lap, and we're doing roughly 2 minutes 16. We're going about 100 miles per hour through these tight, twisty city roads. 100 miles an hour. That's crazy. It's bonkers. It's ludicrous because you can't fit more than 2 cars on here. This is 2 lanes. Imagine your nearest 2-lane road, and then imagine you're racing on it. And it's a city track. 2-lane windy road. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we get down to adjusting some settings on mine. A little bit louder. How's this? How does that sound? Same? Okay. Any better? A bit clearer, but not louder. Interesting. I'm adjusting my input sensitivity so that I can come across to you guys a little bit better now. So I'm doing my best here. I've got my mic like an inch away from my face. So a lot of it's going to be Discord and just the reality of being online. But this is the best I can do for the moment. What you may be able to do is turn me up. Yes, this is very true. So I'm streaming from the States and Serta is from Germany. Yes, it was. That was a rough one. Oh, and a slide. That's gonna happen again. That's a tricky corner. That's a very tough corner. I think that we've had a little bit of a lag hit there. Oh, we got another guy off. That's kind of gonna be the name of the game here. Less so in the race, but as we're practicing, as we're getting adjusted and used to the circuit again, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen a good bit. Pierce Crone, just to update you on the best lap, Pierce Crone set a 2:14.949. 2-minute, 14-second .949. So Pierce and Whitey especially, those two are flying around the track on this practice lap. So I think they're going to be the ones to watch. Mick Schumacher, I believe, also was a winner, if I remember correctly, fairly recently. Yeah. So this is a storied race where a lot of drivers get some really good accolades. So whoever wins this race will be among them. Oh, we can't guarantee that, but it'll be a little bit close. This is definitely in a sim or in real life. This takes some real skill to navigate quickly. No kidding. I'm probably the same way. I've made it probably 5 laps unscathed from my testing that I did. And, well, I did a whole lot more than 5 laps, guys. I did a whole lot more. But these cars are interesting. I think they're pretty well suited for Macau. One of their specialties, I think, is that they are more, they're not more car power than they are car handling. And so these cars, you're going to be pushing the limit of the handling before you're going to be pushing the limit of the performance of this car on this circuit, which is a good thing. Because if you're pushing the limit of the performance rather than the handling, and the handling couldn't keep up with the performance, well, we already see a lot of crashes at Macau. We don't need to see more. Whitey 51 with the new best time. 2 minutes 14.553. What's interesting to me is how close Pierce and Whitey are compared to the other competitors. They are within, 4/10 of a second of each other, which on this track, that's pretty close. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that was that a latency issue, or did we get a little sideways there? Oh wow, okay. Part of it's over water. We're going over water right now. Oh, we're over water. So Fisherman's Bend and our Bend, and the straits between those is a bridge. You're going on a bridge over the water, over the bay. No, no, no. So far, our best Sector 1 time, which we're just about to come out of, is 42.835. Whitey just went through it in a 43.775. Uh, and so Pierce Crone has the record on that. So Whitey's got a little bit of speed, a little bit of pace to improve on to catch up with Pierce there. Yeah. Look at the width between the tires, and then you compare that with the total width that you have to work with, and it's less than 2 cars width. Like, there's no 3 wide in most of this circuit. It's just not possible. Yep, that's going to be the name of the game here. Is wall tap to wall tap to wall tap. It's Quentin Chauvetot that we're watching here is on his out lap, and they're switching over to Pierce Crone, who is pitting in. I'm going to guess he's going to go into his garage, make some setup adjustments, and see if he can widen that gap to second place on the lap time. It's coming along tight, tight. Get that opposite lock all the way over. Man, that's definitely one of the trickiest spots on there, because you kind of have to commit to it at the beginning of it, and then it's just hoping you got that angle right. If you got that angle on that hairpin wrong, you're into the wall. Absolutely. So Ed Bailey's just set on his, I don't know if that was a flying lap or if that was his out lap, but if that was if that was his out lap, that was insanely quick. But if that was his regular lap, that's a 2:19, which is on par for most of the rest of the laps here. We got 2:19.732 Ed Bailey, Ryan Monahan 19.967, Drissen 2:23.258. And then we've got Crone and Whitey 51 at 2:14. Absolutely. A fast, consistent lap time on here can absolutely win you the race. But just the slightest tap of the wall that just goes a little bit too far can end that race for you. Absolutely. And I just want to talk about, we're going 150 miles an hour flat out through that corner. Holy cow. And that's a passing zone. You're going to see people attempt passes there. That's going to be exciting. And then from here on out, it's follow the leader unless you really want to take that gamble. But it's Macau. There's a lot of gambling. We might see that. Oh man, you look at how close these drivers get to the wall. How close you have to get to the wall on this track. It's crazy. I'll be surprised if there's a driver, or rather, if there's a car in this race that comes out unscathed. I think you're going to see contact on every vehicle at the end of this. Oh, indeed, that we did. So we've switched over to Whitey here, and the last time, Whitey's last lap was 2 minutes 16. His best lap is 2 minutes 14. Pierce Crone's best lap, 2 minutes 14. And of course, you know, there's differences beyond the seconds there. They're very close on their best laps. But Whitey keeps clocking in slightly slower times than his best lap was. And it'll be interesting to compare that consistency between him and Krohn. That it was. Ryan, if he is watching the stream, that is not the only way to get into the pits. At the end of our bend, turn 23, you can just go straight in there. You do not have to. You do not have to shoot the gap there if you don't want to. As a matter of fact, I'd highly advise. I would highly advise against it. hear me talking now? You do? Okay. Well, we can't really hear you, Serta, very well. We can hear, well, so through our other computer here, they can only hear me at the moment. Nobody can hear you. Hello, Pierce. Good job racing. Oh boy. Um, Sort of, you may check your inputs because we're not hearing you at all. Still not hearing your beautiful voice.
How horrible.
I'm too loud now. Okay now? Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing the inputs now. Trying to make it not too loud. Can I be heard now?
Let's see, well, I hear you.
Well, of course, because we're on the Discord together.
I understand that.
But I've checked the inputs and I think that now
We hear you loud and clear now, I think.
perfect. Perfect. Wonderful. Can you be heard?
So I am very quiet. You're back to the volume that you should be.
Okay, but you are very quiet. Okay. Try again.
Hello. Welcome to romrom.net. Any better?
I mean, I don't know. I can hear you all the time, but
Chat and our other tester, is it any better?
I may have to. Cody is still quiet. I'm perfect now. Okay. Yeah, what I'm gonna do for the next stream that we do, whenever that is I'm gonna update the preamp that I have As the preamp right now only can take my microphone, and I'm gonna do it so that we take the Discord, so that we take you also, and we run you through the preamp. You will be then be heard better. Because at the moment I don't know how to choose only Discord on OBS.
So your little ad comparison menu, you'll see in the chat. So if there's any way you can turn me up, that would be wonderful. And then I also heard from our tester that the volume of the sim is a little bit low as well.
The volume of the sim is low. The thing is, checking, but if I make the sim louder, I mean, you are, or Discord is the loudest that I can make. And I have R factor 2 a little bit. Okay, I'm upping it a little bit. And I'm being told that I'm a little bit loud in comparison. That's something that we can change as soon as my mouse reappears. There you are, mouse. Thank you very much. Okay, say something, Cody.
Hi, welcome to Macau.
Okay, that did show quite well. Let's see what the testers say.
Still quite quiet.
Okay. Can you somehow preamp your voice, or make not that you have to be louder, but that you somehow make your voice in Discord louder?
I'm going to do my very best. Let's see. Voice and video. Turn off automatic input sensitivity, and then I've got it to like. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing
Okay.
1 2. Is this best? It's the same.
I think it's better, but let's see what our testers and the chat say.
Okay. Because my voice settings for microphone input volume is set all the way up, and my input
Okay.
sensitivity is set like all the way as far as it goes. Yeah.
Just as an information to the track to the stream, I'm just checking the audio outputs here to see if I can somehow make Cody louder, because it would be really a pity if the stream could not hear you. Yeah, very good information to give, mate. No, that's the loudest that somehow in this system I can make you. As I said, for the next one, I'm gonna buy another software, or not another software. I'm gonna buy an update to the preamp software that I'm using, so that we can preamp you too. And until then, you may have to talk a little bit louder in the mic, into the microphone.
Okay. I've got it about as close as I can to my face.
Okay.
On my headset. But how does this sound? Can you guys hear me out in Streamland? Can you guys hear me any better? Still the
No, 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 no. That was an old. That was an old.
Oh, my
An old
question
info.
was for Phil's also.
Ah, okay. Hmm. Trying to check yet another place where I can check.
Well, we are in qualifying here, with 7 minutes left. Whitey has set a 2:14.228, which is his fastest lap. It's faster than it was in practice. And then second best time so far is Ed Bailey in a 2:18.347. Pierce Crone has not set a lap yet. Pierce Crone is, of course, the one we are looking at as the primary challenger to Whitey 51. I'm going to go into my computer settings and see if I can turn myself up via my control panel. Let's see. Test 1, 2. So here, let's meet recognition, home of map properties, levels. How's this, guys? How's it going? Can you hear me any better now? How's that? How is that the same? I've doubled the levels on the microphone and it's still apparently the same. that's what we... Hey, can you hear me at all? It's the same... Jeez. Alright. We'll figure things out. Let me go back into the Windows settings. Hi all, if you can hear me, I understand that I'm very quiet right now, but if you can hear me, welcome to the stream. We are excited to have you. Macau is going to be a very, very interesting race. It's narrow, it's tight, it's twisty, and these drivers are pushing it to its absolute limits. And that's the thing about Macau, the limits. You get really, really close to the wall, it's a real gamble. I'm a little bit distorted. Okay. So, am I any louder? Because I'm pretty much yelling into my microphone here. That's right by my mouth, so... Yeah, see, I can't hear you, Serta, but Cody is better now. Nice. And I hear a bit from Ryan and Ed as well. Okay. That's surprising, because we're not in a call with them. But, jeez, yeah, okay, I hear the... I hear the, like, super distorted bit. I hope that's not what we just have to deal with today, but if it is, that's just what we're gonna have to deal with it today. As we get things set up. Let's see. Sorta, we cannot hear you whatsoever, by the way, just to let you know.
Yeah, my preamp, for some reason, I suppose I misclicked. My preamp was not working. Oh, no, I'm too loud for the stream.
Okay, yeah, you're very loud in the stream.
Yes, I know. So now I should be I should not be distorted and nothing. Yeah, somehow I may have misclicked and I just made the just turned off the preamp. Oh, so that's strange. The system okay. So they may have reset the server for some reason, as we're in qualify 1, 15 minutes.
Okay.
I
popped into the driver's Discord chat, their voice chat, and I believe they did restart the server. They were talking about it when I popped in.
Okay. So, do you know if they're redoing the qualifying?
I have no idea. That's a good question. Testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Okay. Testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Am I still as distorted as I was?
No, you're sounding quite well.
Oh, He says I'm sounding quite well.
At least here.
Hi.
Aha, quali
Macau.
redone for new join member. Oh well, okay. Okay, so we're gonna see the quali again. I would be miffed if I was one of the pilots that did a good time and now would have to do the time again, because Macau is not an easy place.
No, it's not easy to be consistent. What I have seen though is I have seen these drivers, at least the the front runners, have been able to put down lap after lap and do pretty well at it.
Yeah, thing is, you have to be consistent in Macau, and at the same time you have to be fast, especially in qualifying, because with regards to that, Macau is like Monaco. If in qualifying you do a good time, you are up front, and the more up front you are, the smaller the possibility that you get into some fray and cannot even end the race.
Working on fixing audio here.
Okay, from my side, from what I hear, from the Discord, you sound well.
Okay.
Not distorted, loud but not too loud. Now I don't know how it comes in the chat. Well, not in the chat, in the stream.
So in the stream, it still seems to be a little distorted. So I think it might end up being on, that might end up being on your end. If you just turned up the gain for me, that sounds a bit like what it was.
Yeah, thing is, wait. So I'm putting Discord a little bit less loud, so maybe that changes.
Something's going on with my audio.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you well, loud and clear.
I understand that. I'm hearing me very well too, and I can hear very loud how much I'm peaking.
Okay.
My headphones. Let me turn myself down so I'm not deafening myself. And why am I hearing myself? Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Okay, I'm not hearing myself anymore, so that's good.
I hear you.
You hear me? Okay.
Yeah, but now you're not as loud as you were, say, 1 minute ago.
I see.
Oh, I hear from I read from the organizers, they're doing 1 lap quali. Yeesh. Flying lap. At the moment, Whitey 51 is doing the best times. He's one of 4 that are on track. So let me change to Whitey.
Whitey, just to remind you guys, does seem to be one of the top 2 contenders with regards to pace for this race today.
Yeah, on the other hand, on this 1 flying lap that it seems they have, he only did 2:15, which is not as good as the time that he had done before, which was, I think, 2:13 or 2:14.
I believe it was a 2:14.
Change to add. Oh, Quentin Chavito. Let's take a look at Quentin Chavito as he's doing good times. There we go. Let's see where he ends. He's done 2 best laps. Is he racing only with one tire, or is it just R Factor 2 that is doing strange things? Oh, that didn't look good.
As well.
Yeah, he's done a 226. Whoops.
Whoa. Well, that'll put you at only one tire.
Yeah. His time is being recorded by R Factor 2 as a 226. I've changed to Ed Bailey now. We have Ed Bailey, Ryan Monaghan, and Gertjan Driesen. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. On track. Gertjan now did an overall best time, so let's go on board with him. Wow, he's taking the track very tight. Ooh, I think he touched the wall there.
Hey guys, am I less distorted now? Yeah.
Yes, but you're not as loud as you were before.
Okay, so I'm trying to sort stuff out on my end, and it's either I'm very, very quiet for the stream. Sort of, you hear me in Discord fine, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But now not as loud as you were 5 minutes ago.
Okay, yeah. So I've got a setup on my microphone volume settings in the system, and the default set to 50%, and it adjusts the gain of things from there. And so if I turn that up, that's where you get that super distorted sound.
Hmm.
And so
Oh, Gertjan just went into the wall.
it seems that the volume thing has to the volume for the stream has to come from your computer, because if it comes from mine and I turn it up, because I'm as loud as I can.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. As I said, for the next stream, what I'm gonna do is I have this preamp software. I'm gonna update it so that I have more channels than just my my microphone. As the updated version of this software, you can push any sound, not only microphones, through preamp. So I would then pass through the Discord. At the moment, the results of the qualifying are: we have Whitey with a 215, Gertjan with a 220, and I believe somebody left the sim, because we were 7 and now we're 6.
That doesn't include spectators, right? Because I left to restart my computer.
Yeah, no. But it's you were on spectate. You were not racing. It doesn't show us as spectators. That would be a little bit strange.
Gotcha.
So Bailey at the moment is expected to do a 220. Nah, that cannot be. And we're seeing Pierce anyway. Wait. Let's go to Ed Bailey. So we have 4 people on track: Ed Bailey, Pierce Crone, Ryan Monaghan, and Pedro G. Gomes. Its time on the first sector is qualifying best at the moment. Only 37,000th of a second better than the for now number 1, Whitey. Whoa, and he lost control. Yeah,
Do that, man.
exactly. Exactly. So let's see where the sim pod's at when he crosses the line. 219. So we have Whitey with a 214 483, Ed with 219, Ryan with 220, Quentin Chavito with a 226. Piers is on track, and Pedro should also be on track. Yes, he is. Pedro is gonna cross the line soon. That curve, and then it's, for all intents and purposes, straight, and he ends up in a 236.
I'm almost back up and running here. Set up. So we do not have a whole lot of time left in qualifying. We only have
No.
2 minutes to go.
Yep. And Piers is also about to make a time. Let's see where he ends. 213. Nice. 213.673, which puts him in on first place in front of Whitey with a 214. Come again?
That is the fastest lap we have seen yet today.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's an incredibly fast lap right there.
And of course, Pedro wants to still make a better time than 236.
See how he's doing on that. The sector 1 time 45.181, sector 2 48.571. He's got to make the sector 3 count.
Yeah, on the other hand, those 2 times he's done in Sector 1 and 2 are his best until now. So at least if he doesn't mess up Sector 3, he's going to do a better time than he did before. But let's see.
Missing his front wing. Oh, yes, he is missing his front wing.
That's why he's understeering.
Yep, that'll slow you
Yeah.
down.
Ouch. And make you kiss the wall, as he just did. Yeah, there is more than... Oh, he even got disqualified?
Oh no. Yep, that's what it looks like.
But his time, at least if it's registered, his time was a lot better at 2:26.317.
That's an improvement.
But he's being shown as disqualified.
Yep, qualify 1 is over. In first place we have Pierce Crone. In second we have Whitey 51. In third we have Ed Bailey. In fourth, Ryan Monahan. In fifth, Quentin Chovito. And sixth, disqualified, Pedro G. Gomez.
Maybe he was shown disqualified because he lost connection, because now he's being shown again. And the sim accepted his time of 2:26, so he's on 5th position.
Aha. So that is Pedro in 5th position now and Quentin Chovito in 6th place.
So, we're gonna start the race soon. If I remember correctly, we are going to have a first slow lap, and then we do a standing start.
We're gearing up to go.
Yeah, only Pedro's missing. Not with the race, it's just the introduction lap.
But we're rolling. We're rolling. This is exciting.
Ah, yes.
Swerving back and forth, warming up the tires.
Just to let everyone know, we are at romrom.net and we are showing the Global Enduro, the Macau Mayhem 2020, which Global Enduro wants to make a yearly race. Your commentators are myself, Sir Ferens, and the fantastic Cody Swanson, who I hope you can hear better than you were hearing him until now, because he's a great commentator, and check his channel, he's got fantastic videos on it.
Thank you very much, sir.
I says as I sees.
And yes, I hope that they can hear me a little bit better than they've been hearing me before. Has anything changed?
Well, yeah, we've been changing stuff with the audio all the time, so
Well, like, within the last time, like since the last time we talked about it, has anything improved? Oh well.
no, it hasn't.
Dang.
Ah, pity.
Well, we'll do our best with what we got.
We'll have to. So we are on the introduction lap, warming up lap, however you want to call it.
Absolutely. Going around Macau hairpin there for the first time. And it'll be exciting. So with the rolling start, it looks like we're going to have 14 laps in total.
It's a standing start. At least that's what I heard from the organizers.
I see.
And it's gonna be 15 because this is not counted by the sim as a race lap.
Okay.
We have an intelligent sim here for once.
Yeah, set of course is what I'm used
Ouch!
to. Oh, whoa!
That was a bang.
Oh no! Oh no! It looks like Quentin Chovito is out of it before
No,
it's even
it's not
started.
Quentin.
Oh, who is it?
I'm not
I'm
sure.
not updated yet.
So we're about to start.
It's Ryan. It's Ryan Monahan.
Oh no!
Out.
And we're off in Macau. Pierce on the lead for now. Changes. Ryan is in the pit, so to speak. Whitey is at first, but his place is being contended, of course.
We are coming up to Lisboa.
Which is the first. You have to brake very well here. Have to take care. Brake, and yeah, I was expecting that. It's a place where you can kiss each other, kiss the wall, have a lot of fun. Okay, so we have the positions Whitey, Pierce, Ed, Quentin, and let me check if Ryan is racing. Oh yes, Ryan is racing.
Ryan's actually 8.7 seconds behind Whitey, so he's not entirely out of it. He could catch up.
Especially in Macau.
Absolutely, especially in Macau. I predict there's going to be at least one more incident, you know? It's an
Oh
inevitability
yeah.
at Macau.
Oh yeah.
So,
Maybe in the upcoming hairpin.
quite possibly, quite possibly. That'll slow everybody down, bunch things up. Boy, we had a little bit of a hop there from
Oh
Whitey,
yeah.
making that a little bit hot. Here we go. It gets really, really tight through here. Here's the hairpin. Opens up, but it's deceptive because you got a
Yeah,
massive
very
there.
well. Whitey got that quite well. And now we're coming to the place. If you're near enough, like Pierce is to Whitey, there you can try to overtake.
Absolutely. Here we are, wide out onto the bridge here, coming up to Fisherman's Bend.
But Whitey is half a second away. I don't know. Maybe if he should stay in the slipstream. But I don't think he's gonna be able to overtake here.
I don't know. He's getting close in Lisboa. Lisboa. You never know what's going to happen in Lisboa.
True that. Oh, and now he's two tenths of a second, 1/10 of a second. He's trying the overtake, as was to be expected. But nah, clever. Yeah, yeah,
We're early in this race. We're on like
exactly.
15. That's a smart move. That's a
Yeah.
smart move. Don't risk it if you don't have to. We are coming through some of the trickier spots around here. You've got to really, really make sure you've got that track memorized because one wrong move, you're into the wall. And if you're into the wall, well, it's highly likely you're into another wall because they're so close together. And an accident, even the slightest mistake, can compound and compound and compound and can ruin your race.
Yep.
But it is as we expected in free practice and qualifying. Whitey and Pierce Crone are battling it out. Now, the thing about these twisty bits here is that there's not a lot of passing opportunities. There's very, very few. The name of the game here is the gap. Try to narrow the gap. Try to widen the gap to the guy behind you. It is all about trying to set yourself up to be where you want to be whenever it opens up at Fisherman's Bend, Black Sands, all that area after Melco Hairpin, which we're coming up on now. Actually, we've actually just left it. I was looking down at my timer, and here we are. We're opening out onto the bridge, past Fisherman's Bend, going towards our bend.
And Pierce is a little bit nearer to Whitey as he was before. So yes, yeah. Well, I would if I would be in that position. Whitey is trying to block, of course. Like not being mean, but being difficult, which is absolutely his right.
He's making himself very wide as they go through Mandarin Bend.
And Pierce is trying to find a place, a way.
Whitey's not wanting to give it to him, though, and he doesn't.
Yep.
Wait. Yeah.
So we have the timings. Now that they are in race, Whitey did a 2:17, Pierce did a 2:16, Ed Bailey did a 2:18, Quentin Chavito did a 2:22, and Ryan Monaghan 2:21. So Ryan is eating up the difference that he had because of that crash.
I think that we'll eventually, by within a lap or two, I think we might see a battle between Ryan and Quentin, because that gap is only getting smaller. So we might see a battle for fourth here in a little bit. Well, I had to say something. The gap's getting a little bit wider now. So I don't know about a couple of laps, but I think sometime in this race we might see Ryan catch up. He had the pace in qualifying.
So there we see Ryan. He already can smell the tires of Quentin.
They've gone through the hairpin now. They're out on the straight. They're close, but is it close enough to make a move?
Let me check. Not yet. Not yet. It's about 3 seconds difference. Let's go back to front. So Whitey has done a best lap time with 2:16, 5:33, while Pierce has done 2:16 6:36. So again, yeah. And no, they're both having a nice fight against each other. Let's see how it looks from onboard Pierce. And in here, and he would be smelling the eau de cologne.
Yeah, he is right behind him.
Yeah.
Ready to pounce. Ready to strike. Ready for Whitey to make a mistake and just ready to pounce on him. That's the stance I see here.
Yeah.
Just ready and waiting.
And keeping as near as he can to Whitey so that on the next straight he can try to overtake.
Yep, and Whitey's doing his very, very best.
Oh, he went sideways.
Oh boy.
But he...
difference though, because
yeah, he's lost about a tenth of a second, which is what something like... Oh, Ryan just overtook Quentin. Oh, and I think Quentin is done for. He went into the wall. Now he's got only 3 tires. What a pity. But that's what happens in Macau.
Absolutely. He's got to not only, his race pretty well over, but he's also got to make it back to the pits. And with no front wing and only 3 wheels, that's going to prove to be an interesting challenge.
Yeah, as we can see. Oh, bother. Let's go back to the front because, again, Whitey and Crone are going to try to battle it off.
Crone's got the pace. He's looking to get by him, but Whitey has just enough of what it takes to hold him off.
Yeah, but let's see.
Crone's got the top speed.
As you can see on the stream, Whitey, Crone, Crone, Whitey, Whitey, Crone. But nope, Whitey stays in front.
Barely out in front of him.
And by the way, let's not forget, Ed Bailey has done a 2:17 compared to the 2:16. So 1 second in Macau can mean something, can mean nothing. Let one of these two guys in the battle do an error and Ed is there.
Yep. It's really, really contention for first, unless there's a big wreck somehow up at the front. It's Whitey, Crone, and Bailey. Chauvetot and Monahan have both had issues that put them pretty much out of this. They're 27 seconds behind the leader. But Ed, 5 seconds behind. Which, here, can be a lot, or it can not be a lot. It
Yeah.
depends on how Krone and Whitey perform. Are coming into the hairpin.
Both quite well.
Without incident. Bailey as well, coming through.
Bailey can see the others in the distance.
Krone missed that apex a little bit. Whitey's got a bit more distance than he had.
But now...
Oh, he's got the speed. He's got the speed on him, but Whitey's going to block him.
Of course.
Block him where he can. Oh,
But now... Yeah.
Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it?
Not yet. That curve.
Not just yet.
Ooh, and what we can see is they're coming up on Quentin, who was in pits.
Yep, Shoto's still got 3 wheels here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I see Shoto.
Oops. Yeah. So at least on my screen, it looked as if Whitey kissed the wall, but he's racing as if nothing happened. So it may just have been a glitch of the network.
Quite possibly. He's still got all his body work. That body work is important to maintain and easy to lose on this track. Again, you're super close to the wall. We cannot state that enough. Krone is right where he wants to be. He's right behind Whitey. He's got the pace to catch up to him. He's got the pace. It's a matter of when is he going to strike. I'm thinking that might be within the next couple of laps. Because we're on lap 6 of 15. There's still a lot of race to go. But the question that they both have to ask themselves is it better to lead and defend? Or is it better to chase and attack?
Well, if you ask me, even as a crappy driver, it's always better to lead. Ooh. Pierce almost ate the back of Whitey.
Very nearly. That's another factor we haven't discussed too much is at Macau, because you are so tight and you are so close together, it's not just you versus the wall. There's a very real possibility of somebody else getting something wrong and you could just get swept up in it. Again, you're gambling and a lot of this is left up to chance.
If you're too near to the others, you're gonna you can crash into them. We saw that at the WTCR with a pileup.
Yes, we did.
Okay, Krone. I think Krone now is too far away, but I'm ready to eat my words because he's eating up the time using the slipstream.
I think the slipstream is the great equalizer here. He snaps out. They're side by side. Is he gonna do it? He's ahead of him.
No, I don't think so. But Whitey went very hard there. Whitey said, "No, you're not passing." But that was like, it was not unfair, but it was hard.
Boy, the late braking there. Those are gonna be some glowing brakes.
Oh yeah.
Now, Bailey, interestingly enough, he's catching up. These two battling for the lead, he's catching up. He was previously 4.9. Now he's around 4.3 to 3.9.
Well, it's to be expected when the two in front of you are fighting. They're gonna be slower than if they would not be fighting, and if you're the one behind those, you're happy that they are fighting because Whitey went into the wall.
Oh no!
Yes.
Yep, Whitey's in the wall. Whitey is down to 3rd place, and it is Krone. Takes the lead far and away.
Oh, bother. And he doesn't have a front wing. Let me check.
Likely going to have to pit. It's lap 7 of 15. You cannot be
Yep.
That is not the way Whitey wanted this race to go.
No, that many curves. And as we were saying, now Ed, of course, is able to take second place, and Krone can be, at least he's breathing better now, as Ed is 3 seconds behind him.
That's another interesting thing. Ed is still catching up.
Oh yes,
He sees him. He sees him, and on this straight, there's a lot of possibility to catch up.
that's what Ed's seeing right now.
Comes down to this boa here, because Krone has been a little bit slow, a little bit cautious on his braking. Ed has not been. So we could very, very easily see this gap get a lot tighter on this corner.
Yeah, still 3 seconds difference, but still. White is in pits, of course, as was to be expected.
They are. They're a little bit closer now. Not much, but a little bit. But
Yeah, I think Krone noticed.
yep. It's really Krone and Bailey here because, well, Whitey's now almost a minute behind, and he's still in third place. Monahan, again, a minute behind. Whitey's coming out of the pits now. He's out of the pits. He's back on track. Monahan's still in the pits. Shovito's still in the pits. We only have 3 cars here.
Shavito has abandoned. He has a DNF.
Oh, I see. I see. That's not showing up on my timer yet. Let's see.
So again, between Krone and Bailey, there. What happened to Bailey? No, okay, it's normal. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but he got a jump to 3 point something, but it's to be expected with all these curves here. But he may have lost time somewhere, because he's round about 4 seconds away from Krone.
Really focused on building that lead up. But yeah, Ed Bailey's getting a little bit closer, but he is further away than he was this time last lap.
And we are at lap 9.
Ed Bailey just set his fastest time last lap. Pierce Krone, almost his fastest time. 2 minutes 16 for Krone, 2 minutes 17 for Ed Bailey.
Of course, Ed is gonna try to get near to Pierce as he can, because
Ed is working hard. He's doing the best he has in practice and qualifying and in most of this race. But will it be enough to catch up to Krone, who is far and away dominating right now?
but only because Whitey, as it's always very possible in Macau, kissed the wall big time. What a pity.
But that's Macau.
Yeah, that was such a nice battle, only tenths of seconds away from each other. Ed just kissed the wall there. We hope that nothing broke in the car. Or it may be an artifact of the netcode, of course.
Quite possibly. That's the interesting thing about esports racing across continents, is that you don't have an entirely 100% accurate picture unless you've all got excellent internet. You don't have an entirely 100% accurate picture of what all's going on.
And that's what a leader sees. Nothing but the track.
This really is the equivalent of, like, in a horse race where, Krone in this instance has no dirt on him. Everybody else behind him is just covered in his dirt.
Yep.
Shovito's out. over a minute behind. I don't think he can make it because we've got 5 laps left to go.
And Krohn did the best lap time of the race with a 2:15.791.
To Krohn, it's just qualifying now.
Yeah. And we're on lap 10 of 15 of the Macau Mayhem Macau Grand Prix on Formula 3 Tatuus.
I'm looking at Ed Bailey. Ed Bailey on the approach to Lisboa could see Krohn. He could see him there, but can he catch up to him? Right now, it doesn't look like he has the pace.
Not if Krohn is still doing one best lap after the other.
Correct.
Because while Pierce did a 2:15.791, Ed Bailey did a 2:17.667, almost 2 seconds less, more than Pierce.
I love this race. And
I mean,
we've gotten a lot of what we expected to get. We said there'd be crashes. Whitey's out. They were battling for the lead. And, man, it was the wall that took him.
yeah.
The wall that took him.
What a pity.
Absolutely.
But that's Macau. You. Yeah, of course. But that's Macau. You don't take care for a 1/10 of a second or even less, and the wall comes too near.
It's a little bit like the story of Icarus. You're trying not to fly too close to that sun.
Yep. And again, Krohn with a new best time with 2:14.483.
He's just running away with it now.
Yep.
As they turn around Mandarin Bend, he just pops right out of Ed Bailey's sight.
Ed is 10 seconds away now from Krohn.
Yup. It is Krohn's race to lose.
Yeah. Let's see how Whitey is doing. So Whitey is 73 seconds more than a minute away.
Whitey just set his best lap.
With a 2:15.806, which is not bad. Nothing like.
Still not enough to catch Krohn, though. It's definitely not enough to catch Krohn with the laps that we have left. We are on lap 11 of 15 here.
Like Whitey may be a minute away because he had to go into pits to repair his car, but he's doing a 2:15.393. Ed Bailey is doing a 2:17, and Pierce Krohn, as we said, is doing a 2:14. So incredible times.
Certainly.
And what's also interesting, a lot of racers that wanted to race here did, of course, extensive practice the last 2 weeks, and they were all doing around 2:20. So anything better than 2:20, you know that you're on the top of this group. Yeah, Ed is losing time with every... Well, no, it's not that he's losing time, is that Krohn is doing one enormous best lap after the other. Let's see if he's able to do his best time yet here. Nah. Or?
217.322.
Yeah, no, you're talking about Ed. I'm talking about Pierce. Pierce did a miserable 2:14.734. I'm joking, of course, because it's only 3/10 worse than his best. So, wow.
Yeah, Pierce is flying. We're on lap 12 of 15, 3 laps left to go. He's just getting better and better, more consistent, more consistent. It's just practice for the next time around right now.
Yeah. Of course, the cars are lighter now. Not that much fuel compared to the beginning of the race, and there is more tire on the track, which makes the cars also faster. As R-Factor 2 has enormously good good physics. What was that? Oh,
Bailey scraped the wall hard.
yeah. Yeah, on the other hand, I tend to see that now as an issue with the netcode, because these guys are driving as if the car would be in one piece.
For sure, in these cars, since I did test them a little bit, you can have a light tap of the wall, a light scrape without damaging it too terribly, and definitely without tackling or taking off the bodywork. And that looked like the sort of stuff that happened there. Although, you can scrape the wall enough that it doesn't knock off bodywork, which is really what you want to avoid here, but it can mess with the alignment, make driving around here just that much more tricky.
Let's go back to Pierce, who's gonna start the 13th lap quite soon. Oh, best lap time once again for Pierce Krohn, and we have yellow. Let me check. No. Okay, Ryan kissed the wall and is now facing the wrong side of the track.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. We're hearing.
Is Ryan? Is he over at
That's a good. It's in sector 2, but I don't see where he. No. He's further away from that. But it could be difficult if he's in a place where the others are near.
Quite possibly. Man, Krohn is continuing to run away with it. Bailey's got a good amount of speed, but not enough to catch up to him. And Whitey, I'm sure, is just thinking about that battle, wondering where things could have gone differently.
And now he's coming to where Ryan is, as we can hear Ryan's car. Yeah. Okay. But Ryan is not in a difficult place for others. And Whitey is doing 2:16s and 2:15s. If he wouldn't have kissed the wall, let's say for some reason he would have been he would not have gone into pits, but would be behind Ed Bailey, he would be quite near to him right now.
Yep. It's not a race of what ifs though. It's a race of what is. And right now, Krohn is running away with it. He's about to come around another lap again. And it's 2:16.840. That is slower than expected.
Remember that there is a yellow on track where Ryan is.
Oh, okay.
So if you're a pilot that wants to finish this race, you take your foot off the throttle, especially seeing as he has almost 18 seconds to Ed Bailey. So if he loses 1 or 2 seconds, it doesn't matter. Also because the others also lose that time because they have yellow too.
That is true. That is very, very true. Thank you for pointing that out. We are on lap 14 of 15, so we've got this one and one more time around, and then this race will be history.
The first Macau Mayhem from the Global Enduro Group. You're watching RomRom.net, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing.
I'm Cody Swanson, and he's Sir the Franz. How do you pronounce your last name?
Farens.
Farens. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But no worries.
I had that right.
Yeah. And by the way, go check Cody's channel. He's got fantastic videos. Also, a couple of them about racing, about the world of racing. And they are very well done and they are worth checking out. And if he gets enough subscribers, maybe he'll feel moved to do a newer video.
Oh, are you trying to put pressure on me now?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I want to see more of your fantastic videos, man.
Well, thank you, thank you. I've got a few things I'm working on. I'm working on a producer role for a friend's project that I'll definitely link to at the very least once it's done.
Cool.
But it's a very different sort of project than what I typically do because it's not my project. I'm assisting on it, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Here we are coming around to the last lap. Around lap
Yeah.
15 of 15. Pierce Crone far out ahead, very confident, and with a lot of reason to be.
Well, he's almost 20. Now he's 20 seconds away from Ed Bailey. So he could just take it easy, but he doesn't look as if he is.
Got less than the 3.8 miles of the circuit to go. He's got to navigate it. He's just got to make it through here in one piece, one more time around, and it is his.
There's where Ed is at the moment. And Ryan left the race, did not finish, as was to be expected. What a pity. We're coming back to Pierce Crone, who, by the looks of it, isn't taking it too easy.
No, you would think he might go for this a little bit conservative, you know, because he's got the gap ahead, he's got the pace. You know, he could afford to, you know, ease up a little bit, but it's clear he's wanting to make a show of dominance and just really, really stay out ahead and get that gap up as big as he can.
Ooh, he went a little bit sideways.
A little bit loose there. Maybe
And
that'll scare him into being a bit.
and this is what it looks like to win. Yeah. I don't want to jinx it, but it should be an easy win now.
Fisherman's Bend here. Along the straight, along the bridge to our bend. And then Reservoir Bend. And it's over. And it will be Pierce Crone winning Macau. One of the most challenging circuits in the world. And he dominated it all the way.
Absolutely. At first he had to fight Whitey all the time, and he went not unfair but hard into the first curve. It was a very, very nice fight to see, and unluckily after Whitey went into the wall, the fight was over. Bailey was able to hold on for a while, but with best laps of 2:14 from Pierce, over and over and over again, it was no way to catch him.
Correct. Bailey has crossed the line now. Whitey
Yeah.
coming up to it pretty soon.
What a pity that he went into the wall, but that's how it is.
And Whitey is done. And there you have it. Macau is through. All of the drivers still on track have passed the finish line.
The Macau Mayhem 2020 God, I'm going ahead of myself. The Macau Mayhem 2020 is finished with Piers Krone winning from start to end. Very well done. And Ed Bailey getting second. Whitey's still gonna have a podium place because unluckily Ryan Monahan and Quentin Chavito did not finish the race, and the two others that were racing somehow did not go into the race. What a pity.
Absolutely. Well, it was wonderful to have you guys all along with us, and we hope to see you in the next one.
Absolutely, and until then, we're gonna get the sound issues fixed. Promise.
Hello! Alrighty.
All right. Thank you very much, Cody, for being a fantastic co-commentator.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure having you here. So, thank you all in the stream. Thanks also for helping us out with the sound. Don't know what was happening there. We'll check it out. We'll find it out. You have been watching the Macau Mayhem from the Global Enduro on romrom.net, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing. Thank you very much for being here. Like and subscribe as always. And until the next time, save fuel, collect pickup, and we'll see each other at the podium. And stream ended.